let's use the rectangle tool. Go over here to your large tool set and let's activate that rectangle tool. And what we're going to do is just create a rectangle about the same size as our site over here. And let's just click, and let's make this into a group by going back into our select tool and double click so that everything is highlighted, and right click and go to make group. And now let's activate that group by double clicking, and now let's use the push pull tool to add some depth to this. So I'm just going to go underneath here and type in 6 feet, enter. And there we've just created a 6-foot block, which is we are going to use as kind of the base of our site for this house. Now let's do the same thing using the AutoCAD plan. Now let's go back into the rectangle tool, and I'm going to select each corner, and now let's go to our select and double click, right click, make group, and let's go ahead and double click to activate that group. Use the push pull tool, and I'm going to drag down 6 feet, enter, and there we've created a 6-foot block. Now I'm going to extend this beyond here because I want it to also represent my street. So let's just go ahead and drag it out here, and since I've already stretch this one out here, I'm just going to use this as a point of reference and just click there, and it dragged it out to that point. So now I have my slab for my site. Now the reason why I'm doing it twice here is for those of you who do not have this CAD plan, you can follow along just by creating the shapes on this side here. Now just to clear up our drawing a little bit, let's turn off one of our tags. I'm going to go ahead and hit this eye icon in our tag default tray, and let's go ahead and click that on elevations just to get rid of that for now. And let's go ahead and also select this person here and delete them as well. Okay, so what I want to do now is I want to just create a little bit of detail to my site slab here, and I'm going to double click to activate that and use the push pull tool and select this edge here. And what I want to do is I want to toggle control so I don't move it, but I want to add a different line within it, and I'm going to make it line up with the edge of my street right there, and let's click there. So now we have a division there. So let's click out of that, and let's do the same thing here. Just double click, use the push pull tool, grab that face, toggle control to make that line break. Instead of pushing it like this, you hit control, and let's just make it line up there, and there we go. Now if you still need a little bit more help doing this on your own, I'm going to give you some measurements here so you kind of know some of the measurements we're dealing with, and I'm just using this dimension tool here, and let's just go click here to the edge, and there we have roughly about 150 feet. It doesn't have to be completely accurate for the purposes that we are doing here, and let's go ahead and click here by 54 feet. So if you create a slab 150 by 55 feet, you should be fine to follow along without using this CAD file.